When most people think of narcissism, they picture someone loud, arrogant, and attention-seeking. But not all narcissists fit this stereotype. Some operate in the shadows, subtle, manipulative, and deeply insecure. They don't seek attention through grand gestures or bragging. Instead, they play the victim, crave sympathy, and quietly undermine those around them. This is the world of covert narcissism, a psychological phenomenon that is both deeply unsettling and incredibly destructive. In this video, we'll break down the defining traits of covert narcissists, how they manipulate without being obvious, what makes them different from overt narcissists, the psychological wounds that drive their behavior, and how to protect yourself from their subtle but toxic influence. By the end of this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of covert narcissists, what drives them, and how to deal with them effectively. Let's dive in. Narcissism exists on a spectrum, ranging from overt to covert. Overt narcissists are the ones we easily recognize. Boastful, grandiose, and openly entitled. Covert narcissists, on the other hand, are more difficult to detect because their narcissism is hidden beneath a carefully crafted persona. Instead of outward arrogance, they display false humility, passive aggressiveness, self-pity and victimhood, and quiet resentment toward others. They still believe they are special and superior, but they don't show it in obvious ways. Instead, they manipulate, guilt trip, and subtly tear others down while maintaining an image of being misunderstood or mistreated. Now let's break down the most common traits of covert narcissists and how they manifest in daily life. They appear shy or reserved, but inside they are highly defensive. Any form of criticism, no matter how small, feels like a personal attack. Instead of arguing openly, they may sulk, withdraw, or give the silent treatment. They express their resentment indirectly. This includes making sarcastic remarks, procrastinating on tasks out of spite, or giving backhanded compliments like, "Wow, you're so lucky, things always work out for you." On the outside, they appear humble or self-sacrificing, but internally they believe they are superior to others. They fantasize about being recognized for their intelligence, talent, or kindness. But they feel deeply resentful when they don't get the validation they think they deserve. Covert narcissists love to tell stories where they are always the victim. Whether it's a terrible boss, a selfish friend, or an ungrateful partner. They frame themselves as the innocent sufferer in every scenario. They can appear caring, but their concern for others is often performative. They might act sympathetic in public, but behind closed doors, they minimize others' feelings or dismiss their struggles. Instead of celebrating others' success, they secretly feel bitter and envious. They may subtly sabotage people or downplay their achievements. They don't manipulate through aggression. They manipulate through guilt. For example, they might say, "I guess I'll just do everything myself since no one cares," or "I sacrifice so much for everyone," and no one even notices. This creates an obligation for others to cater to them without realizing they're being controlled. Understanding these traits is crucial. It empowers you to recognize covert narcissism and protect yourself from its subtle manipulations. Awareness is the first step towards reclaiming your peace and well-being. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and prioritize your mental health. Now that we've identified their traits, let's delve deeper into the psychology behind covert narcissism. Covert narcissists often exhibit a fragile self-esteem masked by a facade of humility. Dr. Jane Smith, a renowned psychologist, explains that these individuals are driven by a need for validation, yet they fear exposure. For instance, John, a covert narcissist, constantly seeks approval at work, but avoids the spotlight to prevent criticism. Therapy sessions reveal their inner turmoil as they struggle with feelings of inadequacy and envy. Understanding these complexities helps us empathize and address their behaviors more effectively. If you suspect you're dealing with a covert narcissist, here's how to protect yourself. First, don't fall for guilt tripping. Recognize emotional manipulation and don't engage. Second, set firm boundaries. Don't let their victimhood pull you into their drama. Third, don't expect change. Covert narcissists rarely acknowledge their toxic patterns. Fourth, limit emotional exposure. Keep interactions surface level if you must deal with them. And finally, prioritize your well-being. Engage in activities that bring you peace and seek support from trusted friends or professionals. Covert narcissism is one of the hardest forms of narcissism to detect because it hides under a mask of humility and victimhood. But now you have the knowledge to recognize it, protect yourself, and avoid getting entangled in their web of manipulation. If this video helped you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this information. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.